culture, what makes a girl a hoe, a slut, or a whore?
In my opinion, if a girl's like sleeping around with multiple guys, then that's what I think like makes her a hoe or a slut or.
Have you ever discriminated a female?
No, I've not been raised like that, so I've never done that.
Have you ever sexually harassed a woman?
That's a hell.
What makes a girl a hoe or a slut?
Probably got a better opinion there.
To me, what makes a girl a hoe or a slut would be cheating. Cheating is what makes a girl a hoe or a slut.
All right.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, like, slut, technically, a lot of people say, just sleep around all the time, and for a guy or a girl, but I guess
In the male culture, what makes a girl a hoe, slut, or a whore?
I think if she like slept over from place to place with different guys.
So when she sleeps around?
Yeah.
Have you ever discriminated a female?
Yes. Once when I was drunk in Vegas, I was allowed her.
So what did you do?
Hey!
Ever sexually harassed a woman?
No.
In the male culture, what makes a girl a hoe, a slut, or a whore?
I mean, I actually don't believe that anybody is that way. If they want to, fuck as many people as they want, that's totally cool with me. But in the male culture, I guess it would be considered someone who, sleeps around, which, who cares? Like, it's your own body, do what you want.
Have you ever discriminated a female?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Have you ever sexually harassed a woman?
No, not at all.
Under the bright skies.
Have you ever felt discriminated as a woman?
Yes, I have actually.
How so, and how did it make you feel?
Well, I'm trying to remember the exact times this happened, and I really can't because it happened when I was younger. But as a biologist, I've worked with a lot of men, and so it was more prevalent for me anyway when I was younger. So that was 20 years ago when I first started in my career. So yeah, it happened.
Okay.
Have you ever felt sexually harassed?
Yes, I have, and I'm remembering one example where I was still in college working for the Forest Service in Oregon, and there was a guy who came to do some field work with us, and he said that the only reason I was working for the Forest Service as a biologist was so that I could meet a guy and get married and have babies.
Wow.
And he said this right to my face, and I was so shocked I didn't even know how to respond to him. So that's the kind of the biggest example. It sticks out in my mind still because it was so shocking.
How did it make you feel? All the emotions that you felt?
Oh, I just felt like shock, amazement, and crappy. I guess I felt kind of crappy. Like, hey, I'm going to school. I'm working hard. I'm trying to do a good thing with my career, and to have someone think that I'm only there to meet a guy seems so, like something from the 1950s or 60s instead of the 90s. So.
Have you ever felt victimized by another woman?
Yeah, I don't think that I have. There's definitely been some tense interactions with other women, professionally in my jobs, but I don't ever feel like I've been victimized by them.
That's good. Have you had any long-term effects at all from any of the harassments that you've dealt with?
It's more, to me, it's more of a societal thing where the harassment is such that when I'm, for instance, home alone, I always make sure the door is locked, just because it seems like a part of culture that women are going to be victimized. That may be a little different than sexually harassment in terms of words, but I change my behavior based on what happens to other women.
Only sunshine.
Have you felt discriminated as a woman?
Yes, I have.
Can you please elaborate?
Yes. I think trying to pursue a career as a lawyer, I have gotten negative outlash from men saying that women are too sensitive for law. So I disagree with that, and I definitely think that I can pursue my career regardless.
Have you ever felt sexually harassed?
Yes. I live in Phoenix in the west side, and I know it's really hot over there first off. So I know walking home from school with shorts on, sometimes male drivers will roll down their windows and whistle or be like, hey baby, or like that ass, or things like that are inappropriate.
Have you ever felt victimized by other women?
Yes, definitely. In high school especially, just because, you know, there was jealousy and cattiness. I was in a cheer team, and in the cheer team it was always who's the skinniest, who's the prettiest, who has the biggest butt, the biggest boobs. And I know also in high school too, depending on who you date, people would always say things like, oh, they're dating, or I don't see why he's with her, and blah blah blah. So there's always been cattiness.
Under the bright skies.
Have you ever felt discriminated as a woman?
Yes.
And how did that make you feel?
I didn't like it. It was not fun. It made me mad because guys could do things that I couldn't do, and I was kind of like, what? That's not fair at all. So, it's stupid. And it happens a lot.
Have you ever felt sexually harassed?
Yes.
Can you ever elaborate on that?
I've been catcalled. I have been, I don't know, accused of friend zoning guys, and then they're like, well, you owe me something. I'm like, well, actually I don't. I don't know, I think just in society it's getting better, but it still happens, and it sucks a lot.
Have you ever felt victimized by another woman?
Yes.
Can you
How
tell us
so?
a story?
In high school, I mean, girls are just the worst. Gossip is a huge thing, but I have learned to confront it, and I don't do it personally because I think it's super shitty.
Ever like felt depressed or sad or anything from it? Like, have you ever had any like long-term effects from it?
Yes, but I was like in middle school, and now I know how to deal with it, so not anymore.
Words are like bullets and they break through your skin.
Have you ever felt discriminated as a woman?
Yeah, I have. A lot of it's mainly just like with the workforce. So I'm wanting to go into nursing, and a lot of people are just like, oh, of course, like that's such a woman's field of work and everything, and so like it's not really like for guys, but honestly I think it should be like equal for everybody, and there shouldn't be a stereotype on it.
Have you ever felt sexually harassed?
Yeah. So like at work and stuff, there would be guys who would like come through my line, because I used to work at Walmart, and they would just look at you like from up and down, and like sometimes like the people, they have like cat whistled at me, and so I mean honestly probably like on a weekly basis like something happens.
Have you ever felt victimized by another woman?
Oh yeah, like a lot of it, like how other people were saying about it happening in high school, but it happens out there like in the workforce and college. It happens honestly anywhere. Like females, they prowl on each other, and there's like been instances where females like they dog each other, like they look at each other and they just stare at you up and down. They give you like those looks. Like every girl knows what I'm talking about with that. They just get the looks, and they're catty. So yeah, I have.
Way to get them all out. When